This project is an exploration in the cinematic language as a way to bring together film and cyborgism in the realm of computer-to-life experiences. Having poured my interest in documentary cinema onto the screen, ADDIS 2.0 came about. A novel way of telling real stories about on- and offline experiences inside a world created to reflect and speak back to these contemporary ways of living. ADDIS 2.0 is an interactive 3D documentary built in a game engine that shares the internet stories of Ethiopian women residing in a virtual Addis Ababa. It shares how women in Ethiopia, who are generally left out of internet narratives, experience the virtual life in relation to the physical life. It is also sharing of women's personal, unique stories about technology, information, and identity creation online. Despite talk of unrestricted access and possibility through and because of the internet, division and denied access has for the past 10 to 15 years violently fed and continues to feed a digital gap. Consequently, I chose to definitely turn my gaze to the window of Ethiopian internet users and struggle to understand how the internet affected them and how they affected the internet differently from users in the part of the world in which I reside. Very quickly, I came to realize that although my screen and real lives were increasingly blurred, in order to get beyond the surface of internet experiences in Ethiopia, I had to step out of the screen environment and travel across the world to speak to these women IRL. Inspired by artists such as Olia Lialina and her book Digital Folklore, along with other artists such as Katja Novitskova, I prepared for my trip. In the spring of 2011, I traveled with anthropologist and friend Camila Wasserman to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The interviews conducted there proved to be eye-opening in many ways. 1 year later, these women's voices and thoughts still resonate with me. They expressed a wide range of thoughts about the internet, and by extension their own internet selves. Optimism, curiosity, astonishment, humor, unenthusiasm, and much more was all expressed in heartfelt, critical, and reflective manners. When launched, there will be 2 parts to ADDIS 2.0. A website where you can see the faces of the interviewees and read and hear more about them and the project in general. To launch the actual experience, you will have to download the Unity player from the site. There are 2 main environments in the documentary, textured in photos I took in ADDIS: the city and the sky. The sound domes hover in the sky above a city steeped in religion and tradition mixed with everyday life. A world immersed in spirituality, much like that of ADDIS, with chants following you around, blurring boundaries of real life and second life. Built in Cinema 4D and Unity 3D. Similar to how the computer frames our activities in Windows and how we then layer them in our screen, I see the characters and the audio of the women who I have edited in to inhabit my 3D world as layered activities birthed from thoughts, responsibilities, and desires perceived in an amalgam of physical and virtual worlds. Many times we have to go to the virtual world and are dependent on it to interact with simulations that help us conduct our real life. We connect and travel in non-existent 3D spaces with people from all different magnitudes and latitudes of the world, a rectangular framing of our represented reality.
Sometimes people think that chatting, whether Facebook or other, is almost like talking to the person, which is not true because all the emotions are out and you don't know how prepared the person is to hear it, whether you want to talk about your day or a big issue. And so randomly running into someone online and learning that my own childhood friend and his brother passed away 2 weeks prior to that, and how the person...
Hear it, you're like, okay, no, that was a lie. That's not quite true. But everything has to be more or less discreet.
You know, it's not, you don't flaunt it out openly, but a lot of things happen here, and people are not that conservative at all. They just pretend to be. Some of them you can see, some of them were done on purpose. Some of them you can see, I've seen one where a younger crowd, but 18, 19, 20, at a party, and people are just speaking out and having sex, and it's like, oh my God.
Communicating with people constantly, but you're having conversations, but not that intense conversation. That judgment that you have on an individual, following your instinct is not there. It becomes dry, and that touch is not there. And that going into people's eyes, or allowing people to come into your eyes, is not there. And so.
The World Bank, I think it's satellite connection, directly connected, so it's very fast. They have like a sitting area, and then you register, and then you wait like sometimes a week to get to that. You don't just go in that session. And then, but you have that block of time saved for you, and then you work on it. But it's very fast. So you type up your thing on other places, and then you take it there. And then, at that time, I start looking things on, I can read things online.